Right, okay, guys. Sean from the Shankly's Blue Room here, and transfer deadline day. Here it is again. And yeah, I mean, if you're going to join me, if you do happen to join me in the chat, let's have a little bit of a chat about that. Really, how do you feel about yet another transfer deadline day? Probably Jacob Dan's the one outgoing, and that's about it, and no one coming in. So the thing is, it's all very well and good if we are going to keep our three players and then make the signings that we feel we probably should have made last summer in the summer. But there is no guarantee, of course, that we are actually going to keep the three we've got, the three that are coming up for contract renewal. So that's the thing for me. It'd be nice to just even at least hear those that are done today, wouldn't it? I actually don't have a massive problem with us not bringing players in. I mean, we're top of the league. We're rotating the squad really well. Slot has done a miracle. Let's get it right. He's been absolutely doing a miracle here in terms of keeping players fit, rotating the squad. You know, to think of how few injuries we actually do have, and it's now February. I mean, that's a big testament, a big plus to Harley Slot for that. I think, really, and the medical team and everything else. And ways rotating players, resting some players, resting when we can, rotating, all that kind of stuff. Doesn't mean to say we won't have injuries between now and the end of the season, of course not. But he's doing the best he can do, of course, in that regard. But now the thing that I really think the most about in terms of Marcus Rashford just looks weird through the top. Villa's new number 9 being displayed here. But there are some movements from clubs that don't even need to probably make a move, if anything, but they're still doing it. And I'm long gone on the record as saying I'm not really particularly bothered who we do bring in. I'm very much down to allowing the club to, through their data and through all of that stuff, decide who comes into the club. I've got no issue with that, and that is Slot hopefully involved in those discussions and everything. With all that together, that's probably where I sit with regards to players coming in. I'm not a particularly. I want a certain quality, of course I do. I'm a Liverpool fan, so that we can't just be bringing in anyone. But I do rely upon the system. It's worked in the past. I rely upon the hopefulness that we'll be able to get the situation right. I've got no issue with any of that stuff. What I have an issue with is just making no signings whatsoever. I mean, you have to kind of half think, unless they're absolutely complete and utterly idiots, you have to come to the conclusion that actually Liverpool must have signed these players, or at least I would say 2 of them, in Van Dijk and Salah, because if they haven't signed those 2, then where's the future planning for replacing those guys? So which you can't even do, by the way. So that's the thing for me. So yeah, it's always a worry with our club. I mean, it must be the most boringest job in the world, the most boringest job in football for a reporter is to be a reporter at Liverpool Football Club. To see that guy there, Vinny, whatever his name is, every year stands outside there. There's nothing to see here. Move on. Same old story, really. Excuse me. Week after, year after year after year. But like I've been saying, really, and I know we're in a really great place. I know we're playing fantastic football. You might say, Sean, what the heck do you want? But at the end of the day, my thinking on all of this is that, what I actually want is for us to actually be competitive and do some future planning, be clever in the planning. But why can't we just be clever? You know what I mean? What I mean by that is, like, as example, players coming up out of contract, well, they should never have been allowed to get down with these particular 3. But even those 2 years out now. They have to sign this year. They have to sign this year. Then we have to look at moving them on. That's how I look. That's how I would see it. You don't want a similar situation to this happening again. And that's the thing, the way I look at it. But just bringing players in as well. You need a future plan. You need to bring in players to cover for other players or for future planning to hopefully be successors to other players. This is the way big clubs have to operate, and we're a massive club. So that's the thing for me. We're just not seem to be doing all of this, and it makes it to be quite a worry. I mean, how do you feel, guys? Am I being over the top here? Because a lot of people will say, "Oh, look at this now, another Liverpool fan still moaning, still complaining." I'm not actually moaning because I have absolutely no issues with this season whatsoever. This season, I have no issues with it. I just don't, because I just think it's been as good as it could ever possibly be. There's just no getting around that. But I think because of the 3 contracts and because of the fact that we didn't sign players in the future. Now, Sunderland have Jane Dan's gone to Sunderland, and good luck to him to the end of the season. I don't have a problem with that. But and the thing is, for us, it just takes one injury somewhere, a big injury, one of our big players to get injured, and we can sort of quickly. We all know this. Man City are moving closer to signing midfielder Nico Gonzalez from Porto. Obviously, you start to realise his problems he's got in the midfield there. But yeah, just let me know, guys. Let me know, if you don't see this in the live, if you see it afterwards, just let me know on how you feel about things. I know I've been mentioning it a little bit lately about this, about the future, because I think I am worried about it. It is on my mind because I don't want us to regress. I don't want us to go backwards. There's no point in us going all the way, hopefully this year, and maybe possibly win the league, and maybe something else as well, maybe the Champions League too. Who knows? And we haven't sorted out the groundwork for all the contracts of the players we should be bringing in. Players we should have brought in last summer will now have to go ahead to this coming summer, and I don't have a problem with it. But where's the planning for it? You don't see anything, in the planning side of things. That's my biggest issue. So it'd be interesting to see, what actually happens there. But like I say, it's just one of these things. But when we look at individual players, I just think we've got an amazing midfield. I love our midfield. I absolutely love our midfield. I love the variety in our midfield. I love the way that you've got a lot of cogs in it, and all can sort of almost interchange with each other. It's a fantastic midfield. We just have an incredible midfield, in my opinion. I really do. People might say to me, "Well, do you not think you need an out-and-out 6?" Possibly. But the point is, you just need cover, I guess, in there. That is absolutely sure. But I love our midfield. I think it's absolutely fantastic. You've got Sabozalai with all he's coming on now. He's improving. And this midfield's improving, guys. This midfield is improving day by day after every training session. As every game goes by, they're just getting better and better and better. And I just hope they stay fit. I just hope that we're just not without them. Because I think if that's the case, then, we can really do things. But like I say, these 3 contracts, in one way or another, need to be sorted. We've been going on about it all year, of course. I don't know what's going to happen with them. But, this guy Hughes needs to do something. At the end of the day, when you look at it, they are. Imagine if Virgil van Dijk is leaving. Imagine if Mo Salah is actually leaving. Who is going to replace these guys? Who is going to replace them? You got the best centre back in the world, in my opinion, and the best winger striker in the world. Look at his figures, his numbers higher now than they've ever been. You know, so yeah, it's just it's crazy, really. But I just live in the hope that a big club like this must have plans, must have something. You know, this is not the days when Klopp was trying to do everything, which is basically what I think knackered him off anyway. Trying to do signings, trying to do all those kind of managerial sides of things, plus running the team. Well, it's probably taken a bit more of a back seat of the team, and probably Pep Linders was doing more of the training. I don't know, but yeah, it's now we're getting back to that old school schedule. But it's just I saw Richard Hughes yesterday at the game, not yesterday, Saturday at the game, and I just look at him and I think, what's going on in your head, guy? What's actually going on there? What's happening? You know he must have ideas. He must have plans, but you just don't see what it is. Really, you just don't see what it is. But I love this club, and I want it to do well. I don't want it to. I don't. It's so. We've seen with Man City how easy it is. Last year they won the league, and this year they've dropped off so much because all of a sudden all their midfielders got hold together. The number of players in there, they've all got hold together. We had this with our midfield a couple of seasons back, and you know, we couldn't cope with intensity. This is the most intense league in the world, and if you drop off just 1%, 2%, you've had it, and you're never going to ever regain it. And this is the issue. So, and that's what's happened to Man City right now. Now, okay, our midfield is young enough, but other areas of the pitch are not. And you just need to constantly keep tweaking, keep on improving, keep on. And that's how big clubs have to operate. It's not about buying tons of players every year like Chelsea do. They're buying people now today. It doesn't. Um, that isn't the important thing. The important thing is that you've got future planning and you're making steps towards actually, making the difference there in that regard. So yeah, that's what that's how I view it really. But it's a madness to be in this situation. It is a madness to be in the situation that we find ourselves in. We should not be in this situation. And so that's where you know just isn't good enough. But hopefully we get to the summer. We've signed at least two of the three, hopefully all three, and then we're just putting in the cogs in the other areas of the pitch that we need: centre back, left back, etc., etc., etc. Because I want Slot to be here a few years, and I want him to be really successful. I'm hoping he's like almost Bob Paisley. He becomes very, very successful because we just get everything right. And we can't say over these last 22 games he hasn't got pretty much all of it, pretty much most of it right. Maybe there's been some one or two things he's done in certain games, but generally on the whole he's been outstanding. So we want that to continue, and he can only do that. He's got the tools to work with, so he's going to need to have his team essentially. Really, when people forget that when Klopp left, he'd left an amazing team. Yes, of course he had, but he'd gone as far as he could go, according to how he was feeling as like with his tightness issues and feeling like he'd probably come to the end of his time there. That wasn't a complete team. He didn't change all the facets of it. He managed to make some changes there, of course, in the midfield, but we still need the defence to be sorted. We still need, obviously, the left back, probably even the right back if Trent goes. We still probably need another midfielder. We don't know who's leaving up front in the summer. So that's another thing. Who's going to be leaving? Will Diaz go? Nunes probably will definitely go. So those positions will need covering, and we need to sort those out. So it's all of this, and I'm kind of in a position now where well, sorry guys, I just need to get that. So yeah, I'm probably in a position where, I'm a bit worried about that. But, I go back to the days of Shanks, and he refused to come to Liverpool the first time he was on the job because they weren't allowing him to have control of the club, with players and who comes in and all this kind of thing, and being allowed to build the team as he wants to. He was ambitious. He wanted to have that backing. Well, I think we've got another ambitious manager in on this one, and I just hope that these guys back him. Otherwise, he won't stay. I'm telling you now, he will not stay if he's not backed, because he's about winning stuff. And if he sees a drop off because of lack of investment and that kind of thing, I don't think he's the kind of guy who will mess around. Dutch generally don't, and they're a little bit more outspoken. They're a little bit more. I know he's good in a lot of respects with the media. He's fantastic actually, but he's not stupid. The guys over here, his family's in Holland. They're still over there. So at the end of the day, he's not even with his family. So he's making a lot of sacrifices himself. He'll want that back in the summer definitely. So let's hope that happens. Which I think it will. I do think it will. So we've got 5 hours and 43 minutes of the transfer window left. We'll be doing nothing. So yeah, it's almost a pointless stream, really, isn't it? But I just wanted to get your guys' thought, because when I see these deadline days come and go, and when I see it's not doing anything in the market, I know we've been in the past quite popular on deadline days with regards to bringing players in, and just in January as a whole, generally because we don't do enough in the summers. But it'd be interesting, yeah, really will be interesting. So yeah, guys, what did you think of the matches yesterday? The Arsenal game. Have Arsenal come back down to earth yet? My gosh, have we heard it the last 24 hours about that? Wow, wow, wow. At the end of the day, Arsenal beat a cooked team. They are cooked. They have come to the end of the road. They should have made changes in the summer. They didn't do that. They thought they could go, and they started the season well, as we know, but then it just tailed off because the players have just began to tip over. See, the Premiership is one of the few leagues you can get away with anything with that regard. In some leagues, you might be able to get away with it a little bit. You just can't in the Premiership. You just can't. The intensity is so high. The teams are managed so well. All of this, and if you're off it, just like we've seen with Robbo. Robbo is a classic example. The guy knows what he wants to do, and he just gets there a little bit too late, or he's a little bit switched off, or he's a little bit out of position. All those things come because he's getting older, not because he's suddenly lost the ability to play football. But Robbo has lost the ability to maintain those standards he did once ago, and that's what you're seeing with Man City now. Man City have dropped off a lot because they've got a very aging midfield, and they've got it all together really. So, but they will invest, they will come again, and no two ways about that. So yesterday's game, Arsenal creaming it, and making really grandstanding over their win. Well, yeah, okay, you played really well, but at the end of the day, you were playing against dead food. This Man City team has got out at it. Anyone can see that. So I still feel we're going to win the league. I still feel we're in the best position to do it. We just got to concentrate on our own games really, and let them at the end of each match go over to their fans. I mean, I'm not blaming them for doing it, but let them keep grandstanding. Let them keep on. We're here. We're putting pressure on Liverpool. Yeah, maybe you are, but you ain't going to get above us. That's what we won't allow it to happen, and on this what won't allow it to happen. And so we've been here before. We've got enough experienced players in the team to carry us over. The likes of Robbo, actually, the likes of Van Dijk, the likes of Alisson, the likes of Salah. You know, all these players have been there, done it, seen it, and done it before, and they will come again. So no two ways about it. It's going to happen. So I do think we will win the league. I think it'll be tough, and I think it might go a bit further into the rest of this season than we feel it might do, because I think we'll drop points here and there. I do think that will happen. But then I think also Arsenal will. And I'm quite worried actually about the derby game, because it's a derby game. You know, derby games are like that. You just don't know what's going to happen. You know, and I must say, Jurgen Klopp had a fantastic record against them, and I don't know that. I don't know if there might be one time that David Moyes beat us, but I don't think he's actually managed to actually beat us up. I feel sure that's the right thing I'm saying there. And so you've got that, you know. So we just got to take that into this game. We just got to do the best we can on that one, really. But we've got obviously Tottenham first. How do you feel about that, guys? What do you reckon on that one? That's going to be an interesting game, isn't it? I feel we're obviously having too much for them, really. Again, at Anfield, it'll be electric atmosphere, and I just think we'll come through that one. Definitely, I think we'll come through that one. But you just don't know, you know, of course. But yeah, so I just thought I'd check in with you guys, really, and I don't know if anyone wants to talk about anything regarding the season, regarding summer, regarding this transfer deadline day. You know, our lack of business again. Am I being too negative? I don't like to be negative, but you know, I just don't like to see a massive club like us with, you know, I know that we can field a team that can beat probably anyone on their day. I understand that, but we've also got a team which, if we get two or three injuries, as with most teams, that could derail everything. You know, and I just wonder if, you know, a bit more support for Ronnie would have been the way to go. He's not sitting in his office thinking, "Yep, yes, no signings, wonderful. This is absolutely wonderful. No signings. Oh, what a beautiful day. Richard Hughes, thank you for bringing in nobody." You're not thinking that, is he? He's not thinking that way at all. On the other side of the coin, he might not be jumping up and down for joy. You know, he might not be actually in despair either. You know, he'll have full belief in his ability. You know, the team are playing well, we're in a great position. We can ask for no more, really, in a lot of respects, but it just takes that. This happened last season. We tailed off at the end, and we hope we don't do it this season, because we're fitter. The players are not running up and down the pitch needlessly anymore. They're not just running up and down the pitch, you know, regardless of anything. You know, they're just not doing that anymore. So that's another one, really. But I would like to. I would really like to. I would have liked to have brought at least one in, just one, you know, defensive player maybe, you know, to just kind of like take that bit of pressure off, and that sort of thing, and just give that bit of a kick up the back. The thing is, when you've got players that are just playing week in, week out, they don't actually have any competition either, which is never a good thing. So that's not good, actually. So you guys watching Chelsea tonight? It's Chelsea West Ham tonight. Be interested. Graham Potter going back to the team that dumped him. Be interesting. Let me just check on something, guys. I'll be back in 1 sec. Yeah. So what were we saying? Yeah. So let's hope everything goes really, really well. So we've obviously got Tottenham next. So I've got a good feeling with that one. I just can't see them beating us. I really can't. If they beat us, but something wrong there. But still a game of football. You've got to beat what's in front of you. And I just think the way they played, with just the way they played, I just can't see them getting anything really. I think they'll just definitely win that one. That's my opinion, you know. But we'll have to wait and see, of course. Anyway, guys, I don't see anyone really coming in to have a chat with me here, which is a shame. But if you do catch this afterwards, just let me know some of the thoughts that I've been saying, stressing on some of the future stuff. Um, even if you want to say to me, Sean, you're just being over the top, man, we're in a title race, why are you worrying about the summer and all that kind of stuff? It's just because I like to plan ahead. I've always been that kind of person. And I just see if we don't get these deals done and all the rest of it, I just see it big. We could take a step back, really, and that's what worries me. We've replaced players before, of course. I know we have. This is not the first time we've been in a situation where that could happen and we've had to replace players. We always do it, and we've done it in the past, and we're going to do it again. But it's just a bit, they don't need replacing. Just get them signed. That's it. Done. End of. You know. But yeah, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, thank you for not joining me on my live stream. Um, Pretty used to that now. But I would like you to put comments in, please, if you do come across this. And yeah, and we'll go from there. Other Reds.